Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you on this hot, at least in Maryland, this hot Saturday? Please stay hydrated. It is very important. I'm getting ready to go out. I do not want to go out in this heat, but my girlfriend is insisting that I go to this cookout, and I'm almost afraid to go out in this sweltering heat. I went out in the heat yesterday when we went live, and I thought I was going to pass out at the end. But nevertheless, I'll be a trooper. But well, anyway. Woosa. Well, anyway, I want to read on Claudia Jordan. Now, I know a lot of people may not particularly care for Claudia. I've heard so many things about her. I like Claudia before she even came on to the Housewives of Atlanta. I thought that she spoke her mind. She wasn't afraid. I think she's been through a lot. And what I do like about Claudia is that she owns her blackness. And when I don't know about Claudia, but we're not that far apart. We're in the same kind of generation. So, I mean, I'm older than Claudia, but I'm not that older than Claudia. And that generation, when at least where I grew up, if you had any black in your system at all, you was considered black. So even if you was white and your father was black or your mother was black, you're black. If your grandmother was black, you're black. If your grandfather was, that's how I grew up, with that if you had 1%. And I tend to believe that because, just a sidebar before I read on Claudia, I was looking at Kim Kardashian's children, and I was looking at Kanye. And I said, why did Kim Kardashian children come out black, right? Because Khloe had a baby. One of her children came out dark, but the other one came out light.
Yes.
Okay. However, even through surrogate, all of Kim Kardashian children came out dark.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because Kim has dark skin. She's what we will call, she's a white woman, but she tan. And she has melanin somewhere in her that causes her to get dark easier. That's how she can, with makeup and whatever she does, she can pass for a mixed person. Would you agree?
Yes.
Because of the Armenian blood. So there is some darkness. And I'm not saying that darkness has to do with Africa, but I don't know. But because of that, you see all 4 of her children came out dark. There was a mix between Kanye and the melanin in her skin. Now, when it came down to Khloe, one of her children came out dark and the other one came out light. Why? Because one came out like Tristan and the other one came out like Khloe.
Mm-hmm.
Khloe is probably 100%, white. Pale, not pale, but he's more fair, right? So these genes, they are really, really crazy. But back to Claudia, I admire that no matter what Claudia goes through, she acknowledges, I look black, I have my white features, I'm black. And I like that about Claudia. What do you think, baby Crone?
Yes, most definitely. She does own and make sure that she
won't
stands on her blackness.
No matter about daddy or whatever, she's accepting the fact that you have that African in you. Now, the thing that I really want to say, and I'm going to read on Claudia, if you have African blood in you, I do, I'm mixed, but I still have it. It's an honor. It's a privilege to be able to have that melanin. I don't know the deep rootedness of, I kind of know, but I can't go on it on TV, especially when you you see some men that are mixed and you see they got that curly hair, it still rises to the heavens as if it was made to worship. Our skin is made to endure the sun. Now, don't mean that you're going to go out there and baste in the sun, and now I can't do it. You understand? But I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
So So with that being said, I'm just saying I respect that out of Claudia. And I respect that she's open with her life. She's messy. So what I want to know right now and what I want to read on, I want to know, how is Claudia dealing with all this?
Yes.
I really want to know. I like Claudia, and I want to know what Claudia is doing out in the world. How is she coping? How is she handling? Because I truly believe that Fox Soul, what they call it, what was
TGIF.
I think that was her baby. And no matter what, I just feel as though she's going through a rough. I don't know if she's going through a rough time, because Claudia is the type of person that don't want you to see her sweat. But I saw her tear up, and I saw that. So I know this has broken Claudia's heart. She's a trooper. You hang in there, Claudia. So I want to know, what do you have to say about Claudia? I want to know how she's dealing in these times. This card represents Claudia. Claudia is broken right now. Financially, she's secure, but she's probably worried about her job. Everything is up in hiatus. Right now, they don't know. I don't even think that Claudia knows. I mean, they be telling her that they coming back, but then why with the Five of Pentacles? That lets me know that something at work, something's gone bad at her job. Something's gone bad, and so much so that they shut it down. And that they also shut it down by Omar Wiggins.
Yes.
They shut it down because he said a part of it is due to the fact they were taking a vacation. So this is why. So we really won't know. I don't know who's coming back, if they're coming back, who is whatever. I hope that they come back. I hope all three come back. I really do. But this shows right now that Claudia is stressed, and it has to do with her workplace or her finances. What is her problem? It says money. So it's like this is a king. So there was a time where Claudia was sitting pretty good, feeling good about her position at Fox Soul, feeling really good, feeling like a king, like a queen, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But feeling strong and feeling empowered. And that was her baby. But now I doubt it if she's feeling that way. I think that as a problem to show up, that shows financially she's worried. Something's worried. Maybe not about financial, but maybe about her job or her position or what's going to become when she comes back. I definitely see that she's not strong and cocky as she was. She's been knocked off her pedestal. Okay. Is that,
yeah.
Let me rephrase that. She's been knocked off her throne.
Okay.
Not knocked down, just booted over a little bit. And we're going to see how the cards play out.
Okay.
You like that?
Yes.
To the right of me, to the left of me, that's the heart chakra. So let's see what's going on in her heart. Again, I see another king, but that shows me that Claudia is guarding herself. She's got a lot. She's talking. She's got a lot. I see bellows of clouds around her. I see it. Yep, I see bellows of clouds. Yep. I see bellows of clouds around Claudia. She's making valid points, as far as she is concerned. But this thing has really hurt her, and it has messed with her psyche, even if she won't admit it. But Claudia, this has really rattled Claudia to the core. Atop, I see this is the Eight of Cups. So like I said, I don't know if Claudia wants to come back. I don't know if Claudia wants to come back or whatever, but there is something, a sign. There is surely a shine showing in her head. Even like I said before this came out, she probably don't know what will be the coming of the show, And if it is, what's going to change? What they're going to keep? What they're going to let go? Or is it going to stay the same? They are just as befuddled as we are, the audience. To the right of her, which is her working hand, here it goes again. I see the wheel of fortune, the good luck. So that means fate. That means karma. That means wheel of fortune, karma. There's karma to be paid. So right now, Claudia is paying a little bit of karma for what has happened. Baby Crone, you all right?
Yes, I'm all right, don't I see how I got the hiccups.
So beneath her, and if you see, we see pentacles in a row. We see up top where someone's meaning that's very emotional, that maybe she won't come back. I don't know. We got to get in a little deeper. But I definitely see that there is a weighing and a balance. It's starting to be not even about the money. And you know, people love their money. From what, how true it is, I don't know, but this is just a pay scale. From what I understand, you could take it with a grain of salt. From what I understand from Tasha K, I don't know, but this is just a something. They said Claudia was making 300,000, so she could have been making 200. She could have been making 250, but she said 300,000. So that's a lot of money, but that doesn't mean she was making that. But that does tell me she was making over 150 grand a year. So it would be lost. It would be a terrible time. It would be troubling for your finances. You know, she bought a house not so long ago, I think last year. So this is a lot going on with Claudia. So with that being said, I really see Claudia is under a lot of stress, and it seems like somebody wants to dethrone Claudia, and somebody wants to knock her off her pedestal, or either get her in such a state she's willing to walk away and even count the loss. Question.
Yes, my question is, how does Claudia feel about what's happening to Fox Soul?
Well, we see the sun card, but we can't go on that, right? Because we know that that's something she loved. That's something she loved, and apparently she still loves it, right? But we see the swords. So we see that this is a war. This is a warring in her head. This is a war. This is a lot of feelings. This is a lot of emotion going on right now. Right? Stormy. It's a stormy time. It's a rough time. Even though I see victory and it looks like Claudia could be coming back, I don't know. I have to lay the other card. What was your question?
How does Claudia feel about the drama surrounding Fox Soul?
I feel as though for me right now, I feel as though just looking at those two cards and looking at this, I don't really think Claudia is worried about anybody but Claudia right now.
Okay.
And do you blame her?
No.
I couldn't be worried about you when this has gone on. You know, she's taking she's taking a blunt of everything. But that's what happens when you're in leadership, I suppose. So here we have a queen. So this is a very emotional time for Claudia. I see that she holds Fox Soul like that's her baby. Like that's something she loved. That's something she cherished. And she doesn't know what the ins and out is going to be as of yet. So these are, I don't want to say frightening times, but I will say insecure times for Claudia. Okay. I want to know, is Claudia and Omar, I can't remember that man's name. Armand, are they still close?
Okay.
It seemed like that there was a war going on, and it just seemed like Claudia and Omar has gone their separate ways, and it seemed like they left Al to stand alone. But I understand that. But now I want to ask, to be more specific, is Armand and Claudia, are they in conversations with each other?
Okay.
So here it is. So I don't know. I'm not feeling it. The cards could be, but then I see that this has been a separation time where they both probably just had to just get their own psyche together to deal with their own mental. Because here I see the hangman. And what do I see? Somebody that has separated themselves, trying not to get into none of the fray, just trying to separate just to get a clear answer, to be clear in what they're feeling and what's happening. They don't want to be, the cards are showing here that she's separating herself. She wants a clear answer. She wants to be clear. This one thing I can say, this has struck a big change in Claudia. So when she come back, she'll be Claudia, but this has really changed her or made her want to be a better person.
Okay.
Because sometimes we think we are really nice, but we're not nice as we think we are. And I think that she sees that. And because Claudia takes so much heat from the audience at times, I think that she just think it's normal. But I think this is a struck her a little differently.
Okay.
You know, this struck Claudia in a way that was wow, because we didn't know that Claudia and Al wasn't friends.
Right.
So this is mind-blowing to me. So this is shocking. And so for all is said, I can see just separating and probably not wanting to get into anything, not even want to talk about it. She'd rather talk to a blogger than to talk to someone. This is what I'm seeing. Yes, another queen. So I see a queen again. This is a queen of swords that let me know that I see a lot of powerful cards. So that lets me know there's a lot of powers at play here. There's a lot of powerful people. I see power. I see the queen. I see two queens. I see a king. I got two kings and two queens. So it just seems like there is a battle going on amongst them right now. Not a battle of a fighting battle, but a mental war. And I think a lot of things are being negotiated, talked about. And I think the queens are speaking, like Armand, and I just said his name, Al.
Oh, okay.
So I definitely see, and I see that not only do I see the king and the queens are and working this thing out. I definitely see that Fox Soul, what did you call it? They not their government. What do they call it?
Their channel.
When you have what is it called? Management. I see management is involved, and I do think that it might be a shakeup. I don't know. Let me see. Is it going to be a shakeup going on if and when they come back? Definitely. I definitely see fighting. It's definitely going to be some kind of shakeup or something going on behind the scenes, even as we speak. Again, I see somebody might leave and not be happy, or somebody may not be coming back, because I see somebody leaving with swords, leaving bitter and taking their stuff with them, and even stuff with someone else. They are leaving and they don't want to come back. Now, like I said, this is all I say is allegedly. I'm just reading what I see in the cards, and because of swords. So, I mean, Al could be leaving. I don't think that Armand wants to leave, and I know Claudia doesn't want to leave. But if anybody would want to leave, it would be Al.
Yeah.
I mean, and do you blame him? But that doesn't mean Al want to leave, because I don't know. I mean, it said that Al can't hold a show by himself. Claudia can't hold a show by herself. I don't understand why neither one of them can hold a show by themselves, but then that's me. So let's see. Yes. So I think right now everybody's just waiting for the change, waiting to see what's going to happen, waiting to see, because right now this has been a psychic blow for Claudia, and this reading is about Claudia. So this was a psychic blow. This really hurt her. And even though she might say, I'm all right, I'm built for this, nobody is built to be hurt. Nobody is built to take the blunt. Nobody is built to be exposed. No one. And Tasha K took her down, because Tasha K really exposed a lot of things, for truth or for lies. She put stuff out there that made the whole story so different and made Claudia and Armand look really, really wicked. So am I for that? I am absolutely not for that. But I have to say, on her working hand, it is the Wheel of Fortune. Karma deck. I didn't say it, it's the card.
Yes.
So right now, I want to know, this is just a brief reading. I really want to know, what is the outcome? What is the outcome of the show? Let me ask that. You have a question? I'll ask this.
Okay.
What is the outcome, will be the outcome of the show? It is so scattered. It's so much friction going on. It's so much division. I don't know. Division. Getting over division. Swords. and sword. Claudia started with a 5, and nothing good about the 5s. They always come with turmoil, trouble, or heartache. And a king. So what
Don't
will
forget
be
about the 8 of Cups above the head.
Oh my God. See, this is just a very stressful, heavy read about Claudia. It's not even that one good card in the deck other than the sun. And that shows me, and that's what it was, because it's in the past. So in the past, it was a fight, it was a friction, and now it's getting over. But when I look at it in the future, I see the queens, but I see Queen of Cups and I see a Queen of Swords. So I see that there's some battling, but maybe at the end, Claudia will be back on her show. Only time will reveal. Okay. Now, like I said, what will be, is the show gone forever? I hope not, but is the show gone forever? That would be foolish to me.
Yes.
But let's see. I see a burden. Here's another sword. I see somebody's fighting for the show, fighting for it to come back. Somebody is believing in it. And I see a King of Cups, someone compassion, someone that's saying maybe we can fix it and blow things over and make it mild. Whatever went on behind the scenes, it was an uproar, and it was really, really bad. And like I said, and when Tasha K came in, she really opened it up to all of us to really get another look. Now question is, why would Claudia talk to Tasha K? Why would you divulge those things? My mind is saying that this was not yesterday. My mind is saying this is something that could have happened a year or two ago. But if she said that she talked about Armand, it had to have been not so long ago, because Funk was there. Mm-hmm. So it could have been 8 months ago, within a year's range, I'm guessing, because why would she ask about Armand when it could have been a year ago when they were renewing? Mm-hmm. She must have had this conversation, and when you look at it, a year is not very long ago.
No.
So I'm thinking it could have been a year ago. So let's see how fresh it was. I see the high priestess. So when she talked to Tasha, I'm getting the feeling that she went to Tasha to find some things out about Armand.
Okay.
And I'm getting the feeling that they both were talking. It wasn't just this is the high priestess. Mm-hmm. So you're just not gonna sit there. I see 2 pillows, one white and one gray. I mean, one black and one gray. You can call it white, but it's gray. So I see that there were shades of gray going on at that table. But you trusted the wrong person. Mm-hmm. You should have came to the Crones. Yes. I could have read your cards and gave it to you straight up. Mm-hmm. But people don't believe that they work like they do, but they do. I see a temperance. So why she went to, she wasn't sure. I think she really wanted to have some information on Armand. And I think that she knew that Tasha knew, because she had to know that there was some kind of something going on between Armand and Tasha K. So that's where it gets messy, because mm-hmm. she went there to find out information. It was safe, but when all this blew out, Tasha K as a blogger, that's what she says. I'm a blogger. Mm-hmm. This is what I do. I can't be mad at her. She said, they talk about me. This is what we do. I don't want to have my friend or somebody I divulge information. I will never let you down. So I don't want to be in this schism. So this is what this is to me. Yes. And I think their friendship, for whatever it is forever over. They will never be friends again. Mm-mm. The trust for Claudia with her is forever broken. Claudia regrets that she ever shared anything with her at this moment. That hurts her also, because it was really, to be honest, looking at the cards, it was really Tasha who put the nail in the coffin for Claudia. It was really Tasha. And she didn't put the nail in the coffin for Armand, but what she did, she made Armand questionable.
Yeah.
She made him questionable. Now, I'm always going to be fair. I'm reading on Claudia about how Claudia is dealing with. I don't know these people. I haven't said anything to anybody. I'm just reading cards on my intuition and what the cards are saying. And I know cards. I'm just reading how they talking to me. And this is saying to me, she went to her because she was needed information. She going to the source. Oh, I'll have dinner. We can go up. When she went, that's messy.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's messy. And I think that is what Tasha K is saying. When she came to me, she knew it was messy. Mm-hmm. She knew who I am. She know what I'm about. And as long as we cool, but when this come out, how am I? I'm a big blogger. This is going to make my numbers go up. Why won't I spill beans? Whether it's truth mixed with lies, you know how I am. And Tasha is saying, I can prove we had dinner. So that shut Claudia down.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing she could do about it. But the friendship with them is over. It really never wasn't a friendship. It was like, it wasn't a friendship. I'm not getting it was a friendship. It was just where you go to someone to try to find out some information and about somebody that you're thinking about taking on. And you go to the source with somebody who that know, and you get the information. However, it just seems to me this doesn't have anything to do with Tasha K. As Tasha K said, I'm just being a blogger. And that's what she does. I can't argue with that, right? And Claudia is foolish for going to trust her with that. And sometimes you got to be careful who you talk to. You got to know when to hold up.
Hey.
Know when to fold up. Know when to walk away and know when to run. And I think that this came back to bite Claudia in the booty. And she's feeling this thing. And that's because Tasha K, she is, she play and she play hard. So if you don't want to go with the backlash, don't go and go messing around. And that's what Claudia did. Not really trusting her, but really going there to find out information. Mm-hmm. So if you say, how is all this going to end? This is all a burden. It is getting fixed in the end. And I do want to know, is it the show coming back? Yes, it looks like it will be back. How, when, I don't know. I don't know, and I couldn't be wrong. Please let me put that out there. But the cards are saying it's going to be a happy ending. To what degree, I don't know. But it just doesn't look like the show is gone. That's what the cards are saying. Like it was good in the beginning, like it was good, even though they went through that. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know if they could keep it with so many questions. And Tasha K did put a lot of questions. Why couldn't they just keep it with Al and her? Why did they want to put somebody else? And all these things that she did make sense with that. But I'm definitely seeing at the beginning, I definitely see a goodness, and I definitely see a coming together. Or whatever. I do. I hope the show don't come because it's very resourceful when it comes down to information, holidays. It does do that. You have your final question.
Yes.
Did you like this?
I did. Now my final question, I guess you can call it to be a little bit messy.
Yes.
Yes. How does Claudia really feel about Al? I said it was going to be messy.
Right now, she reached out to Al. I don't know, but I know this is the cup. I don't know, but this is what I see. I see here a cup, and that cup is on a horse, and that horse is galloping. So that horse seemed like it tried to make peace with Al. Seemed like it tried to talk to her. I don't know. I'm just reading cards. And it seemed like Al don't want to hear it because he turned his back. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Other way. There we go.
You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Al seemed like he don't want to hear it. Al turned his back. Al don't want to hear it. Al, this hurt Al. And rightfully so. I think if you had any feelings, you could have said, I'm not gonna laugh at that. And I've even seen Claudia say things like that, y'all, I don't think that's funny, or she has stood up. But this, she thought this was a laugh riot. And this is why we shouldn't do roasting. Maybe they should drop the roasting and not do that. I don't even know why you want to roast anyway for your birthday. It's supposed to be a happy time. I don't know where that come from. You have a question?
Most definitely. I would like to know, will, I mean, I guess this would be more of a prediction, but.
Oh, you did ask the question,
Yes.
but you have one more?
Yes, my last one would be, would the show continue with doing roasts? Is that something that they want to get rid of?
Well, this is the card I picked. I picked the queen of this, and it just seems like a lot of things are going to change.
Okay.
And I don't know if they would do roasting, maybe because now they see that it isn't fun. And maybe they will, but it'll be under different. But right now, I see the sunflower and I see a black cat there. So that lets me know that's kind of like bad luck. If it was me, I wouldn't want to go and have no roasting on my show at all, if it was me. But right now, like I said, the show is up in air. Right now, I see the devil. I don't think so. And I see selfishness or somebody holding back their feelings, hiding what they feel. That's what Al did. So no, I think that Claudia has been demonized by roasting. I don't think that she wants to do that. Would you blame her?
No.
So looking at these cards, it looked like someone got hurt. They hid their feelings, and what he did it when the show was over, and he exposed them. So this is bad. And if you came to me, and I'm a manager, and you see the devil's all in the details of this.
We do.
So, and you see Claudia with the sunflower with the bad cat. And even though I'm not going to say that you can't make a grown man do anything, but what I can say is and I'm not saying it wasn't funny. It was like Cat Williams speaking the truth about comedians.
Okay.
It's funny, but it's not crack your hip. But it's funny because you can't believe that the truth and the things that are being said, that is what's mind-blowing, which make it funny. And I think that the devil was in the details and she got bit by the devil, and I don't think that she wants to deal with that, and I don't blame her. So that is what I have on Claudia. I think the show will come back. I believe the cards are saying it will. I think that maybe we'll probably be seeing something, I don't know, maybe about the end of June or April. We're in June. No, won't be June. We'll probably know more about the end, around towards the end of the second week or the third week, somewhere like that, of July. And the reason why I say that, because when I look at my cards, I see a lot of bright sunniness. So that lets me know it's going to be a sunny time. So I'm thinking the peak of summer.
Okay.
We'll find out something. But right now, I think that I don't know if Al's coming back. I don't know who's coming back. But maybe no one is leaving. But it looks like something either changed or someone is leaving or moving on. I don't know. We will find all that out. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I know I did, because I really want to know about Claudia, because I like Claudia. Claudia, you are not alone. You do have friends, and we are your friends right here.
Yes.
So with that, we say sunflowers.